Good morning, students. Now let us learn the class 11 statistics. So the topics included in the statistics are introduction and the mean deviation from the mean deviation from the median, variance and standard deviation, shortcut methods to find the mean and standard deviation. So actually we are going to have the we already learned in the class 10th measures of central tendency. Measures of center Under the measures of central tendency we learned the mean, median and mode. So now here we recall the mean and median and mean deviation about the mean deviation about the median. So now here we'll study this topic based on the knowledge of the earlier classes. This includes the knowledge of the representation, because already I told you. So now mean of a continuous frequency distribution. Normally mean will be represented by, usually mean is represented by x bar. Mean is represented by x bar. So this is ungrouped data. If it is given sum of the observations by number of observations, and continuous frequency distribution is nothing but classes will be divided into the groups and the frequency will be given to you. So when the frequency is given to you, xi values you need to take as the mid values of the classes, which already you have learned. So x bar is mean is equals to x bar is nothing but sigma fi xi by n, where n is equals to sum of the frequencies. So this is to find out the mean. Now how do we find out the median? Let us see how do we find out the median. Median is nothing but L plus, the formula for the median is L plus n by 2 minus f by f into h. So where this L represents the limit, lower limit of the median class. So what is median class, you need to know. Most of the students will commit the mistake that median class can be identified not by the higher frequency. So first you need to find out the n by 2. What is mean by n? Sum of the frequencies. Sum of the frequencies, half you need to do. So while solving the problem you will be able to understand in easiest way while solving the exercise problems. So just keep in mind more than half of the sum of the frequencies, more than n by 2. More than n by 2, the first frequency, where do you have the first cumulative frequency, where do you have, that should be, that corresponding class should be taken into consider as a median class. So and the lower limit of that median class will be denoted by L, and the frequency of the median class is denoted by F, and H is nothing but width of the median class, and the capital F is represented by, in some places instead of this capital F, CF will be written. So cumulative frequency of the preceding median class, median class से पहले वाला preceding median class, and that should be taken into consider to find out the median. Now let us go for the mean deviation. About the mean will be given in your textbook. Usually mean deviation from the mean also you can do. So now here let us first understand the mean deviation is. Mean deviation is nothing but mean of the absolute deviations. Absolute deviations is nothing but if you are subtracting the mean value from the every observation, and modulus value if you take, that is called absolute deviations, and taken from the definite central value can be mean, means can be taken, means that should be subtracted from the mean, median or anything else. So the keyword to note the above definition is absolute. Absolute is nothing but, already I told, modulus. If you are not taking the modulus, the sum of the deviations will become 0. So this will be very clearly mentioned in your textbook also. You please go through the textbook. Now the formulas, let us see mean deviation about the mean and mean deviation about the median. The first thing is for ungrouped data. So that is raw data. We call it as ungrouped data or discrete distribution. We can call it as a discrete distribution. And when it is divided into groups, it is called as a continuous distribution. So here whenever it is given to you, this is the formula to find out the mean deviation for the set of the n observations. N observations means x1, x2, x3 are the observations. From every observation you need to subtract the mean. And how do we find out the mean? In that case, mean is nothing but sum of the observations by number of observations. And every observation, if you are subtracting from the every observation, subtract the mean, and then after add all that deviations and divide by the n. So that will give you the mean deviation about the mean. Okay, so now here if you see that mean deviation about the mean for grouped data. When a group data is taken, frequency will be taken into the consideration. This is the formula for that. Okay. So now here mean deviation about the median. So instead of in the place of the mean, if you are subtracting median from every observation, then mean deviation about the median you are going to get. So now the next topic is variance and the standard deviation. So the variance of the set of the observations xi is the mean of the squares of the so here the variance of the set of the observations xi is the mean of the squares of the deviations. Mean of the squares of the deviations. From the deviations whatever you are finding, their squares should be found out, and that squares should be added, and then that should be divided by the number of observations. So the variance is usually denoted by the this symbol, variance of x, or x bar, sorry, here it is given to you that this sigma square. Okay. So if you now look at the definition above, the three parts so far raw data. So that means deviations from the mean observations. These are the steps. So first you need to subtract this, and their squares you need to find out. That square should be added and divided by the number of observations, so that you are going to get the variance. Okay. Variance and standard deviation. Standard deviation is the square root of the variance. The standard deviation is defined the positive square root of the variance. So the value is here. Here the variance, the formula for the variance is that this one. Higher here it is. The standard deviation is should be printed here. So and the formula is sigma I is equals to 1 to n fi xi minus x bar whole square by sigma fi, and variation standard deviation is nothing but under root. There will be a different formulas for the finding the shortcut methods will be there. The shortcut method to find out the mean and variance is these formulas can be used here. See, in order to reduce the calculations involved in the finding out the values of the mean and variance for a grouped data, the following algorithm can be used to calculate them. So see, concentrate here, and just keeping in the mind these values cannot be you are not going to get. So algorithm for finding the, you need to solve the problem actually. So while solving the problem you will be able to understand. If you read like this you will be a little bit confused, but let us go through that. Write down the frequency table with the column giving the class mark midpoints. So frequency table, midpoints of the class intervals should be taken, and choose a number capital A, usually middle or almost middle value of the all the exercise. Take the deviations about the, this means all you have to subtract from the every observation, subtract A. So then you find out the, as usually what in the what way you are going to find out, divide each deviation by the class width. So that means class width should be divided. That means when you are finding the step deviation method for finding the mean in the what method you will use, in the same way here you need to use, and multiply the frequencies with that values, and find the sum of all that frequencies n, and use the formula, this formula, to find out the, just here this formula is usually you know that step deviation method, in the step deviation method to find out the mean. So after the finding that, now shortcut method of finding the mean and the variance. This is a method of shortcut method of finding the mean value, mean. And now let us go for the, how do we go for the finding the variance, the shortcut method to find out the variance. So variance is nothing but sum of the deviations, sorry, sum of the squares of the deviations divided by number of observations. So write down the frequency table with the column giving the marks. Choose a number A. Usually the middle and or almost middle values should be taken, and everyone should be subtracted. As usually you need to find out the obtain the squares of the deviations. Their squares you need to obtain, and multiply the squares by the fi and find out the sum. And this is a formula to find out the variance. So 1 by n sigma fi di square, and here 1 by n, this is sigma fi di. This is, what is this actually? This is a 1 by n sigma fi di whole square. So this is a formula to find out the variance. Okay, thank you. So now let us see the some exercise example problems here. The questions are given to you. here the questions are given to you. The number of students absent in a school was recorded every day for 147 days, and the data is represented in the following frequency distribution. So here this type of the data is called as, what type of the data? This type of the data is called discrete data. Here the number means number of students absent and number of days. 5 students absent 1 day, 6 students absent 5 days, 7 students absent. For this, find the mean deviation from the median. So you need to find out the median. So here to find out the median, what do we do? So median, to find out, actually you need to find out the sum of the all the frequencies. Median value is here n is equals to 147, means the cumulative frequencies we need to find out. Here as we have found the cumulative frequencies, the n value is 147. Half of the n value is 73.5. In this 73.5, more than the 73.5, first one is what? That you need to see here. Okay, so actually what is the meaning of this one? You need to understand the table clearly. So 73.5 means that 73.5, this you are going to get 12. So that's why, what is the meaning of this? 5 students, 5, suppose if you consider 5 students 1 mark, suppose here what is the data given to you? Number of students and number of days. 5 students absent 1 day, 6 students absent cumulatively. 6 means 6 students are absent 6 days, and 7 days, like that. 73.5, where do you get more than 73.5? This is the column 140. This corresponding column should be taken 12. That 12 is the median. This is the way to find out the median. Okay, so now after finding the median, that median value should be subtracted from every xi value. So xi values are here 5 minus 12 value and their modulus. 5 minus 12, modulus of the 5 minus 12 is 7. Here 7 is written. Next, in the modulus of 6 minus 6 is 6. So modulus of 7 minus 12 is minus, actually minus 5 you will get, modulus will be make it. So like this, all these values and their squares you need to, that these values should be multiplied by the frequency. So when you multiply these values by the frequency, here you are going to get these values. Okay, and some of the frequencies, if you these values, if you find out, that value is 3214, and this should be divided by the 147. So if you divide this 147, the mean deviation about the median. This is a way to find out mean deviation about the median. Suppose same question if it is asked, mean deviation about the mean, in the place of the median, here you need to find out the mean. So how do we find out the mean? Sum of all the observations should be find out. Okay, and here the sum of the observations is nothing but observations. When you observe that 5 is 1 time and 6 is 5 times, so that means you need to multiply this by the this. If you consider this as a xi and this as a fi, then this is already mid values for a discrete data. So if you multiply the fi with xi, xi you are going to get. Okay, so these values should be taken into consider. This should be divided by the sum of the frequencies, so that mean you are going to get. So this is a way to find out the mean deviation about the mean.